ever wanted or wondered how to take a simple major scale like the C major scale and make it sound actually like phrased, something like now, what if you want to create these kind of lines and you're stuck within a certain position on the fretboard? So how can you get out of that? And what kind of mindset you can add to your practice routine to really start opening up the possibilities on the fretboard? So there's a few things that you can start practicing to get more of those lines going on no matter what scales you're working on. And today what we're going to focus on is different patterns that have to do with 16th notes groupings. That means getting used to 16th notes in different groupings such as 5, 7, and a combination of those. Also being able to move sequences diatonically. So if you have a certain idea that you're coming up with, you can move it within the different degrees of the scale, right? Just like if you have something like this. Now, this was the simplest example I can give, but what if you want to create more interesting stuff, like everything needs to start with some exercises to get you used to thinking that way. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to use the ta-di-gi-na dom, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-di-gi-na dom, ta-di-gi-na dom, ta-di-gi-na dom, ta-di-gi-na dom, ta. So if you noticed, all of the notes are 16th notes. Taka, 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 taka. But we divide it into groupings of 5. So we're going to have an arpeggio in 5-note groupings, and then we're going to have another arpeggio in 5-note groupings, and then we're going to come up with a scale with a chromatic note also in 5-note groupings. And that's going to sound like this. So what this does, it really starts to connect your overall perspective of the positions of the C major scale and the different diatonic arpeggios within the C major scale, and even adding a nice chromatic tone within the scale. So in this case, if I want to complete the entire groupings of 5, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I keep going up the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and I need an extra note in there, so I'm going to add the chromatic, 4, 5. So this arpeggio is A minor 7, and this arpeggio is F major 7 with a diatonic approach here. So a few concepts that are really great to think about: diatonic arpeggios, approaching diatonic arpeggios. In this case, I'm approaching F major 7. So if I moved that diatonically, that will be F major 7, E minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, B minor 7 flat 5, A minor 7, G7. Now, what I'm doing is I'm combining a few stuff. First of all is just reversing an arpeggio, and then approaching an arpeggio, and then reversing it, and then just going up a scale, and adding only one chromatic note to that scale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you think about it, there's a sequence here that is built out of a few different concepts. The first thing is, what is the subdivision? Subdivision is a decision. It's going to be 16th notes. All right. Is it going to start on the beat? Sure, why not? Taka, 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 taka. Great. The decision has been made. Now, what is the grouping? How about 5? Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see if you can just clap and sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead, while keeping the time and the subdivision of the 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, diatonic arpeggios. That's the next thing you need to check that you have in control, right? So you take, a specific diatonic arpeggio, a specific scale. I'm just keeping it simple here with a C major scale. We could do it with any mode. And I'm gonna play 5 notes. So this is a 7 arpeggio, A minor 7. Now if I wanted to move that diatonically, I need to have the ability to see that scale on each single string. So I can come up with those arpeggios. Okay, and then from there, knowing when to add a chromatic note just means like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knowing to recognize where am I going for next. You see, if you have the C major scale, you can always add a chromatic note to another degree, as long as you have place for that. Like for example, if I go from F to G, you see? Now here I don't have it because it's B to C, so what I can do is I can maybe go with a diatonic enclosure, and that would be let's try that slow. 1, 2, 3. You see, if I just get used to always seeing where I can add a specific chromatic note to approach another scale degree, so it becomes very, very simple. And that's exactly what's going on here. Right? And that's really cool because now I can maybe come up with another concept, which is kind of like rearranging the materials. Maybe I can, instead of having this arpeggio go like that, like A minor 7, I can utilize a chromatic note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can come up with like a sequence of 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still in 16th notes. 1, 2, taka 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 taka. Right, and then if I want to do the F major 7 thing, which was before 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now I can approach this major 7 with a chromatic note. And then have that. So that will be. Now I have a sequence of 6. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another cool idea. Like what happens if like you have like 2 groups of 6 and then 1 group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that can be like takita 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 tadigina dum takita 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 tadigina dum takita 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 takidina dum takita 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 tadigina dum ta. Woo! if you've been enjoying these ideas and you want to have the complete workbook, the part 2, and many other lessons, as well as a step-by-step roadmap from triads, arpeggios, chromatic, add 9 arpeggios, voice leading, jazz essentials, jazz voicing, scales, bebop, melodic minor, diminished, I can go on, how to improvise like the masters, analyzing solos of the masters, how to implement everything you learn into standards, and how to solo over standards. I've created an entire library of step-by-step lessons that include a community, monthly online sessions, and direct feedback from me. So I would love to see you there. Check it out. The link is in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.